Hey everybody, I'm here today to show you how to use an analog thermostat. This will be an easy tutorial, so let's get right into the video. As you can see, this is an analog thermostat right here. Very, very different from the modern thermostats that are digital. This one is analog, meaning it's like a manual thermostat that you manually have to adjust. Now, it's actually extremely easy to use because it is so simple and so basic. So let's get right into it. Essentially, you have two temperature dials, okay? The first one is going to be one that you cannot control. So right here, as you can see, this one I cannot control. This knob, I can't touch that knob right there. So I cannot control that temperature. The one that you can't adjust is going to be your current temperature of your home. Now there's actually a thermometer in here that reads the temperature. So right now, what we're seeing is the actual temperature right here of the air right here, okay? So that's gonna be the knob that you cannot touch, the one that you can't control. The other one, as you can see, there's a little knob right there on the side, a little lever, and this is the one that I can control. So this is gonna be the temperature that I've set the house to. So basically, the house right now is set to this temperature. I don't know if you can see that little red line there. And it is currently roughly at that temperature. So the one that you can control with a lever or a knob, right? The one that you can adjust is gonna be the temperature that you're setting the house to, the temperature that you want your house to get to. The other one is gonna be the temperature that the house is currently at, okay? So those are the two temperature dials that you see. Then you're gonna see a few controls, a few other controls. Basically, this one has two. As you can see, we'll start off with the left, the fan. The options are auto and on, okay? So auto means that the fan is going to only turn on when it needs to, whether it is to circulate the air every so often or to use the air conditioner or the heater, okay, the furnace. Basically, so when it's set to auto, the fan is gonna automatically turn on and off as needed. Sometimes it'll turn on to circulate the air, and other times it'll turn on when the air conditioner or the furnace is clicking in, when it's needed. On the other hand, so when you have the fan set to on, it's going to mean that the fan is always on. So the fan is always running. Now, sometimes the air conditioner or the furnace will be running alongside that fan, but even when the air conditioner or the furnace stops producing heat or cold air, the fan will still be on. So that would mean that the fan would be running all the time. I have mine set to auto so that it sort of basically turns on and off when it's needed. There are pros and cons to each. That's a completely separate video, but you want to make a decision based on your home and your specific needs, okay? On the other side over there, I don't know if you can see this, but we have the system, okay? So the system is gonna be telling the actual thermostat what you want it to do. So we have three options. The three options for the system, we have cool, we have off, and we have heat. I'm not sure if you can see that properly, but we have cool, we have off, and we have heat. There we go, that's a little bit better. So cool is going to mean that we are focusing on the air conditioner. You want your house to cool down. So this would be, for example, what you would use in the summer. So in the summertime, you would choose cool because it would cool your house down. The air conditioner would kick in to bring the temperature down to whatever you've set it to. When this temperature gets a little too high, the air conditioner kicks in and cools down the temperature to what you've set it to, okay? Off means that your system is gonna be off, okay? It's not gonna be producing anything, right? So if you have your fan set to auto and your system is set to off, as far as I'm concerned, your system is off. On some systems, it might still circulate the air, but basically all that this means when you set it to off is that your air conditioner and your furnace are not going to be working. You don't want them to work. It might still circulate depending on the situation, and your fan can still be on. However, when you have the system set to off, it means your air conditioner and your furnace are no longer being used. On the other hand, the heat is self-explanatory. It's just the opposite of cool. It means that you want to focus on your furnace. So essentially, you would use that in the wintertime. When the internal temperature drops a little too low, when your house gets a little too cold, colder than you've set your dial to over here, then the heat will turn on and the heat will kick in, the furnace will kick in. And that's basically it. I mean, using an analog thermostat is actually really easy. It's not something that we're used to nowadays, but it's really easy because all that you're doing is selecting your two options for your fan and your system, which is very straightforward, and then using the knob or the lever to set your temperature, your desired temperature. And then you can monitor what the temperature of the house is with the other dial like that. And that's it. That is how to use an analog thermostat. Very simple, easy to understand tutorial. If you like this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. Let me know what you think down below as a comment. And of course, be sure to subscribe for more great videos just like this one. And that's all I have for you today. Thanks for watching.